When Miley Cyrus wrote in her 2009 autobiography Miles to Go that she and Emily Osment tried to be friends, but it always ended in a fight, she captured a moment of youthful turbulence beneath the fairy tale veneer of Hannah Montana, J14. On screen, their characters, Miley Stewart and Lily Truscott, were inseparable best friends. Off-screen, though, the real girls were grappling with insecurity, competition, and rapid fame. Miley felt intimidated by Emily's prior acting experience. Emily navigated being the confident, reserved one all while living under the glare of Disney's spotlight, J14. The first act, rising intensity and hidden friction. In early seasons, Miley and Emily were thrown together under iconic neon lights, two best friends on screen, auditioning for sisterhood in real life. Miley described their closeness in 2008. "When we're together, we're never quiet, we're sisters now." Yet by season 1, the bond frayed under tension, where it always ended in a fight, often witnessed on set, requiring even family intervention. The things. Imagine two teenage girls, each ambitious, each under pressure, each contending with identity beyond the roles they played. The show's bubble of sequined denim and lip-synced songs concealed a real struggle, competition disguised as connection, emotional bruises behind the laughter track. The turning point. From performance to peace by season 3, something shifted. The documentary-style pressures of filming gave way to seated empathy. Miley reflected. "In the course of trying to keep the peace and act like friends, it sort of became true. It felt natural." J14, the sisterhood was finally earned, emerging not from innocence, but from deliberate patience and growing mutual respect. The characters remained steady. The actors found real footing. That friction forged a stronger foundation once the competition eased, and the friendship moved from performative harmony to genuine understanding. Interlude. Diverging paths, converging compassion. After Hannah Montana wrapped in 2011, both women tread very different trajectories. Emily carved out her own identity, evolving through Cyberbully, 2011, several indie dramas, a turn as Gabby in Young and Hungry, then seen stealing roles in The Kaminsky Method and Pretty Smart, Wikipedia. Meanwhile, Miley shattered her Disney image through bold music and public reinvention. Emily, on social media, reached out in 2013, "Need you back in my life, bro." Miley replied, "Miss you. Hit me on DM." Their reunion began, softly, online, Elite Daily. The reunion scene. A reunion, at last in March 2020, amidst global upheaval, Miley invited Emily onto her Instagram live show Bright Minded. Live with Miley. Introducing Emily as her badass best friend, Miley called it the reunion of the decade. They laughed over old photos, discussed animal care advocacy. Emily had suggested the theme, and re-established a bond that once ended in fights, now eclipsed by shared respect. People.com. It was a beautifully profound full circle. Two childhood stars, separated by years and a few harsh words, reconnecting as equals, aware of the weight of youth, and embracing the gentleness of grown-up friendship. Act 2. New roles, new stages. Today Emily Osment is far from the reserved sidekick on Disney. She plays Mandy McAllister, Georgie's girlfriend, later fiancée and mother on Young Sheldon and its spin-off Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, premiering October 2024, Wikipedia. Critics and fans are divided. Some Reddit reactions call the spin-off argument-heavy or emotionally bleak, with chemistry that felt flat compared to Young Sheldon. Still, Emily's performance commands attention. She anchors scenes with sincerity and nuance, showing range beyond what Disney tracks ever allowed. Where once her real-life relationships were turbulent, now her craft moves confidently. The lessons of earlier friction, the fights, the misunderstandings, appear to have shaped her resilience, her depth, and her commitment to growth. Final act. Reflection and resolve. Let's revisit that haunting line. It always ended in a fight. It was never about violence. It was the adolescent battleground of competition, self-discovery, and emotional growth. But Emily and Miley survived it, transformed it, and came out on the other side with something softer and truer. For Emily, that journey led from sidekick to star, from restraint to full emotional range, from a reserved girl who once sparked jealousy, to a mature artist who leads. Now, she portrays a woman grappling with relationships and motherhood, carrying emotional complexity with humor and heart. Final thoughts. It always ended in a fight, was a confession, a cry for understanding amid entitlement and insecurity. It became an invitation to grow, to learn empathy, to move from competition into companionship. Over a decade later, Emily Osment's journey is a testament to the alchemy of friction. How conflict, when endured, can become a catalyst for authenticity. From behind-the-scenes tension with Miley Cyrus to creating her own artistic path, Emily's career arc mirrors the emotional arc of that confession. From repeated clashes toward eventual calm, she didn't remain defined by the fight, she grew into her own, rewriting the ending. And perhaps that's the real magic. Where once friendship ended in confrontation, now it ends in a handshake and a hug. Proof that time, patience, and intentional reconnection can transform. It always ended in a fight. Into. We became sisters after all. Total. 1,000 words of creative reflection, blending direct quotes, it always ended in a fight, interpretation, sourced details, with citations, and narrative flow.